What up, guys? Rage and Reject. I wanted to finally make my Final Fantasy video that I've tried to make like 3 or 4 times, but I just never really get it right. And instead of a formal list, I'm just going to talk on the top of my head of what is, my favorite Final Fantasies, why they're there, kind of the general positioning, because there's no true positioning for these games. Now, keep in mind that there is no bad Final Fantasy that I've played. I've never played 2. Um, but they're all at least good. Even 13. And 13, I will say right now, is on the bottom of the list. And at the top of the list is the first game I ever played. Most people generally pick their first Final Fantasy as their favorite. That's just the way I've always done it. Or I've heard. And so Final Fantasy 9 was the first one I ever played. But I love it. I love the atmosphere. I love the cartoonish mixed with the dark tone of it. It's just beautiful. I love the story. I love. Did I say the characters yet? I love the characters. I love the magic, the summons. I love all of that. And the world. You can't go wrong with that game. It's my favorite game of all time. It's not only my favorite Final Fantasy. It's my favorite game of all time. It's what made me a true gamer. And I've been a gamer since I was 5 years old. And I played that game around 11 years old. And I really, I liked wrestling games. I liked Tomb Raider. And generally around, that kind of stuff. But I never, I played Mario, Mortal Kombat. I like those things. But I never truly got hooked in gaming until Final Fantasy. That was the first game where I was like, I got to have more of this. And I played Final Fantasy 8 and 7. 7 was the second game I ever got, but I never really connected with it. I didn't really like it as much when I was a kid. So I went and got 8 and played that first and beat it first. Well, after 9. So even though I played 7 before 8, I ended up, beating 8 before because I was just like not really into 7. It was too dark, too serious for my taste. I don't know. Even though it does have a lot of comedy, I just don't know. I didn't relate to it as a kid or something. I don't really know. It was too much of a different tone than 9. And 8 was more of, I don't know. It was darker. But it was more, I guess, artsy. I don't know. But I love 8. 8 gets a lot of hate, but that's wrong. But I really like it. It's one of my favorites. It's not, well, I guess technically it has kind of went down on my favorites list. It used to be like my top 3. Now that I've replayed all the Final Fantasies, it kind of went down because I realized even though the draw system ain't why I don't like it as much. A lot of people hate that game for the draw system. I really don't know why. Learn it. It's fun. It's fun. The magic's kind of boring in that game. It's very low budget looking. Same with 10. I don't see how they went from 9 in the quality of the magic spells to 10, where it looks pretty much like 8 again. I mean, that's one